Welcome. The Fortress of Knowledge presents. This is the story of Angelo Bertelli, the Springfield Rifle. Angelo Bertelli was born on June 18, 1921, in West Springfield, Massachusetts, to hardworking Italian-American parents. Growing up during the Great Depression, Angelo learned early that perseverance and humility mattered more than wealth or fame. His family valued faith, effort, and education, lessons that would follow him throughout his life. Even as a boy, Angelo stood out. He was athletic, quick to smile, and competitive by nature. Whether on the playground or in the classroom, he wanted to give his best. At Cathedral High School, he became a star in football, baseball, and hockey. But football soon became his greatest passion. His strong, accurate arm earned him the nickname the Springfield Rifle, a name that captured both his precision and power as a quarterback. After graduating high school, Bertelli was recruited by the University of Notre Dame, one of the most respected programs in college football. Arriving in South Bend, he found himself surrounded by talented athletes and a tradition of excellence built by legendary coach Knute Rockne years earlier. At first, Angelo played in the single-wing formation, a style of football where quarterbacks rarely threw the ball. It wasn't the perfect fit for his natural abilities, and though he worked hard, he wasn't yet able to shine the way he wanted. That changed in 1941 when Notre Dame hired coach Frank Leahy. Leahy immediately noticed Bertelli's exceptional passing ability. Instead of forcing him to fit an old system, the coach redesigned the offense around his strengths, switching to the T formation, a more modern, pass-oriented style. The decision transformed Notre Dame's attack and launched Bertelli into stardom. As the team adjusted to the new formation, Bertelli began to emerge as one of the best quarterbacks in the country. He was calm under pressure, confident in the huddle, and deadly accurate when throwing downfield. In 1942, he passed for more than 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns. Impressive numbers for that era. By his senior year in 1943, Bertelli had become the face of Notre Dame football. That season, the Fighting Irish dominated their opponents, averaging over 40 points per game. Bertelli completed nearly 70% of his passes and threw 10 touchdowns in just 6 games, leading the team to an undefeated start and a #1 ranking. His leadership and precision on the field made him the favorite for college football's highest honor, the Heisman Trophy. But the world was changing fast. The United States was in the middle of World War II, and like so many young men of his generation, Bertelli felt the pull to serve his country. In the middle of that spectacular season, he left Notre Dame and reported for active duty with the United States Marine Corps. It was a selfless decision, leaving behind the spotlight, his teammates, and a likely national championship. But he believed it was the right thing to do. His courage to walk away from fame to serve in wartime reflected the same character that had made him a leader on the field. While at boot camp, Bertelli received surprising news. He had still won the Heisman Trophy, becoming Notre Dame's first recipient of the award. The nation recognized not only his talent, but also the integrity and selflessness that defined him. Even though he had played only part of the season, his performance and leadership were so remarkable that voters felt he had earned the honor beyond question. The story of Angelo Bertelli became an instant symbol of courage, dedication, and patriotism during one of the most challenging times in American history. Bertelli went on to serve with distinction in the Pacific Theater, fighting in Guam, Iwo Jima, and later in Japan. He rose to the rank of lieutenant and earned the respect of his fellow Marines for his discipline and bravery. He often said that football had taught him how to lead, but the war taught him what leadership truly meant, putting others before oneself and standing firm in the face of fear. When he returned home after the war, Bertelli briefly played professional football for the Los Angeles Dons and the Chicago Rockets, but his body, worn down by both the game and the battlefield, eventually forced him to retire. After football, Bertelli built a new life off the field. He went into business, became a sports broadcaster, and raised a family in New Jersey. Despite leaving the game behind, he remained connected to Notre Dame and was often invited back to speak about his experiences. His humility, humor, and faith made him beloved among fans and fellow alumni. In 1972, he was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame, ensuring that his name would always be remembered alongside the greatest players in history. Angelo Bertelli passed away on June 26, 1999, at the age of 78. Yet his story endures, not just as the tale of an athlete, but as the example of a man who chose honor over glory. He reminded the world that greatness is not only measured by trophies or touchdowns, but by character, courage, and commitment to something greater than oneself. Today, when young athletes at Notre Dame step onto the field beneath the famous Golden Dome, they play in the shadow of legends like Angelo Bertelli, the Springfield Rifle, who led with his heart, who answered his country's call, and who showed that true victory lies not in what you achieve, but in how you live.